Morning, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well today. So nice gap down in the market today. So it's a nice gap down in the tape this morning. We are seeing quite a bit of weakness in your semis this morning. Marvell, big gap down. Intel, big gap down. WDC, So we did swing some OXY calls. Which a nice gap up. We swung rig calls with members. We swung Tesla 327.50 puts. And we swung some GLD puts. The metals are looking a little bit vulnerable here. If you lose this 2025 high pivot, gold should melt quite a bit lower. Crude oil strong again, looking like it wants to press higher. 1 minute till the open, guys. Let's get ready. Closing my OXY calls. Just took profits on my OXY. Profits on my Tesla puts. Secured profits in OXY. Sorry guys, I'm a little quiet, just managing trades. You're seeing software today catching a nice bid. Gold seeing an epic reversal bounce. Strong bounce on gold. So big bounce on Tesla. SPY still struggling. Semis are struggling immensely. Again, we banked 120% on OXY calls. Swung yesterday. Banked 155% on Tesla puts. And we banked 160% on rig calls. Good job if you caught that energy gap up. You're seeing semis still draining here. All your mags are struggling, specifically Meta and Nvidia. Qs are down 1.26. Look at Tesla's bounce. Whew. Beast mode. Strong chance SPY wants to sweep this low pivot liquidity. Would not surprise me today. Be very careful trying to chase SPY here. We are seeing a nice bounce in individual names, but this is a big spot for SPY. Just give me a sec, guys. Here's volume on the 763 SOI puts and 768. If we lose a 768 level on SPY, things are going to go south. Big level here for SOXX. This is a long level for SOXX. We're seeing the semis just absolutely dragging everything down. I just took profits, Cabin, on rig calls, Tesla puts, and OXY calls. I'm just letting the dust settle here. I think that SPY is actually going to see some more downward pressure. We got a lot of put flow on the 0DTE front. You're just slamming the 768s. Huge amount of volume coming in the 763 SPY puts. That being said, I think that this is a viable spot. But if you lose 768, things are going to get really, really ugly. And the big volume area here for your SOXX is being tested. This 534.30 area is a weekly demand spot that not a good level to lose for SOXX. You can see we are undercutting that zone right now, and SOXX are dragging everything down here. Software is still showing a little bit of strength, but nasty price action. Really, really nasty. All your mags are seeing quite a bit of heaviness, sell side pressure. What else we got going on here? Crude oil is softening up slightly, so that might be a little bit of an indication. that we may see a bit of a bounce here. Let's look at Dell here. Let's look at Intel again, because I do like Intel. What about Marvell? Those are getting hammered as well. I'm actually going to look at trading long SOXL here, guys. I'm going to go long SOXL just with shares. All right, guys. Come on, give me a little bit more dollar. XLE still shaking and moving. If we dip it through 131 again, guys, I'm going to go long SOXL shares. This is going to be a half position at XOXL. Here we go. All right. I'm just trading with shares. I'm looking for my first entry, a Pierce of 130 here, guys. Pierce of 130. Come on, give it to us. Dip, 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 dip. So Pierce of 130, I'm going to go long my first starter position on SOXX. SOXL, I should say. And then the second entry would be about $2.50 lower at 127.50. All right, it looks like price action is going to get there, guys. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. A lot of those XLE stocks have gapped and cracked from the highs, seeing quite a bit of reversal. Micron, CoreWeave still acting very heavy here. Markets as a whole struggling. Come on, SOXL. All right, guys, I'm getting ready to go long SOXL. Let us pierce that 130 area. Let's see what Micron's doing. Yeah, Micron could still head to that gap fill around that 950 zone. Super close, almost there. A few pennies away. Come on, give me a hard sell through that area. Give me a hard sell through that area. SOXL. Micron's still seeing some heavy sell side pressure. Software is still trying to hold a bit steady here. IGV. Oh, we're almost there. We are almost there. There it is, guys. All right, guys. I am taking my first fill here. 129.78. 129.78. It's a half position for me. Half position. SOXX is still melting. That's why it's a half position. This shit is gnarly today. Again, my second entry is going to be this 127.50 area. 127.50. Let's play ball. Oh shit, we got oil pushing up again. That's not good. Intel down 6.7, AMD down 4.8, Micron down 5.5, SpaceX getting clobbered. Microsoft and Apple are holding steady, Nvidia down 2.5. Seeing some heavy sell side pressure on Nvidia. Here we go, getting the bounce, getting the bounce. Let's send it to the top side. Now the question is, where should we take profits? Naturally, the 20-day moving average is going to be some, oh, that's actually shit. Let me just look. I got to analyze the SOXX chart here, guys. Pre-market low might be a good area to trim and take profit. That's around 537.06 on SOXX. Nice bounce and reversal thus far. Getting a possible little accumulation signs here. Volume is thick and heavy today. Where is it going to bounce to? That's the question. Let's look at the hourly levels here. Micron seeing a nice bid and bounce. Come on, baby. The Dell move is killing, yeah. Yeah, look at that. Gap down, push up, boom, all around, chop and slop, right? Again, I'm looking for SOXX to try to recapture this volume area, 534.30. That's probably going to be the area of area. IGV still holding green. Interesting. Nvidia trying to catch a little bit of a bounce. Micron seeing some flow. What else we got? Staples are seeing some flow. Certain software names like Monday, Palantir are green. Walmart's doing well. Let's look at where the SOX positioning is today. It seems like someone's doing a big spread trade on the SOX here. Come on. Crude oil still acting very firm here. Seeing a huge amount of Low at the 120 puts for SOXX L. Markets are still super heavy here. Remember, one position right now. I wouldn't mind taking another fill down here on SOXX L, but we'll see if we get there. You can see this 130 area is a decent area. It's very decent. There's a large amount of volume tomorrow for the 120 puts SOXX L, but that's why I don't think we're going to go down to 120. They'll have to monetize too much of the puts. So I feel like they're going to chop us around here, slash give us a little bit of an uptick. On the call side for tomorrow, there's about 100, there's a large amount of call flow at the 140 strike. So I feel like they're going to chop us around here between, probably around here, 130 to 135 area. A little bit of a bounce off of 220 area. I would imagine Nvidia is going to try to retest its 7-day moving average, which is around 220, 215. My trim level, guys, on SOXL, where I'm looking to take profits, is a retest of this high range red bar. So call it 135.70 is where I'll look to take my profits on the long side. That would be about a 4.5% gain, just over $5. Nice bounce starting in the tape as crude oil is getting rejected here. Come on, baby. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, StockSell. Get your big ass off the ground so I can take profits. Software starting to claw back. You got Apple absolutely ripping. Microsoft still up 0.23%. Amazon down almost 1%. Meta getting slapped around with the Zuckerberg lawsuit down 3.62%. Tesla down 0.45, but that had a really nice bounce off low. SpaceX struggling down 3.5. Micron down 4.8. AMD down 4.5. Intel down a whopping 6%. Netflix is having a great session today. So are your leading XLE stocks, XOM, Valero, and the likes. The SOXX is still heavy, guys, struggling. Big spot here. What the hell? Ooh, what'd you guys do? What'd you guys do to the tape? Damn, she's melting. All right, guys, I'm doing my second ad here. Second ad, 127.50 on SOXL. So the tape is still very, very weak here. SPY's trying to breach its pre-market low. SOXX is just melting lower and lower for now. Heavy price action. So I am in a full position on SOXL. Full position, 128.64 average. See what we can get here for a bounce. Full position. We did backtest the 20-day moving average on SOXL on the daily chart. You did a nice undercut and sweep of some decent liquidity zone here. Look at this daily chart of SOXL, guys. Backtest the 20-day. Beautiful amount of consolidation here. Swept that heavy wide range red bar liquidity. Market's trying to bounce a little bit here. Nice bounce. We also backtested the weekly 20 moving average on SOXX. Huh. Financials are still doing really well today. Software's hanging in there. Crude oil is starting to get a little bit distributive. It's starting to see some downward sell pressure on heavy crude. Come on, stocks L. Give me some more bounce. All right, what else are going on? Let's see. I still think SOX can bounce back to 534.30 at minimum. There's that weekly volume demand area. So that's going to be about a $4 or $5 bounce from here on SOXX. Come on, baby. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Gold's starting to catch a bit of a bid. Nice bounce starting to develop here in stocks. Possible 10-minute bottoming tail forming on SOXX. We're looking for more though. This tape is garbage. Healthcare is still doing really well today. XLV is pushing. At least First Solar is starting to bounce. You know, that Meta lawsuit, guys, of 1.4 trillion is absolutely bogus. The US would never destroy one of their mega cap tech companies. So I'm personally looking at starting to. Meta's getting interesting down here. It's been going through quite a bit of a chop and slop in this region, but I would love to see it take out and retest that earnings low around 515. I'd be a buyer of Meta around that earnings low in the pre-market, but it ain't gonna. That lawsuit ain't gonna take Meta out. But that would be crazy if that 1.45 trillion whatever lawsuit. Imagine they tried bankrupting Meta. Meta stock would collapse. I'd full port because you get a big conglomerates coming in to buy them up. But that probably would never happen. But I wish it would. Remember that Meta drawdown? What was that? That 2021-2022 drawdown in Meta was crazy. I wish we saw something like that again. What was that drawdown? That was a 77% drawdown on Meta. That's wild. All right, SOXX, SPY still struggling. IGV seeing a little bit of sell side pressure now. Crude oil, though, guys, is still looking to go a little bit lower here. Tried breaking out of the 15-minute chart, got slapped right off that 86 handle on WTI. It has now gone negative, so I'm expecting the tape to still actually push here. I'm going to look at jumping into some SPY 770 calls. 0 DTE. Let me see what those are trading at. SPY 770 calls. There's some news on Joby as well. JOBY. Where are my SPY calls at? It's SPY. So SPY's outperforming all three indices right now. IWM is outperforming the Qs. Qs are really struggling. So SPY 770 calls are what? Oh, those are 3 days. I want the zeros. Give me the 0 DTEs. 40 cents, 42 cents a piece right now. SPY 770 calls. All right, guys. SPY 770 calls, 0 DTE. Just 10 contracts, 43-cent average. I think I'll keep a stop loss on that trade. Or actually, since price is moving up here, my stop loss on that SPY call position will be about 31 cents. 31-cent stop loss on SPY 770 calls. So I'm long SOXL here, guys, off the 128.64 area, just shares, and I'm long SPY 770 calls. Nice push up on SPY, guys. We're already printing on our 770 calls. Beautiful. Beauty. Big push up. Come on. Give me a test. My first trim zone on SPY is going to be this high pivot test, guys. I'll look to take profits on. Why is that fucking thing? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Push it, SPY. I'll look to sell half at TP1 here, guys. That would be a sweep of our opening range high candle. Come on, SPY. Come on. All right, I'm putting a stop at break even on the trade on SPY calls. Trade is risk free. Stop at break even on SPY calls. Beautiful. Let's send it, baby. Send it to the top side. Let's go. Pump us higher, baby. Look at SOXL go, guys. Come on. We ripping, baby. We ripping. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Nice push up in the tape. Micron still defending an area here. Interesting spot for Meta here. Very, very cool. Let's look at NVIDIA here. NVIDIA's still trying to bounce. Apple Dapple. SPY's catching a nice bid. SPY is moving. Guys, get ready. Come on, SPY. Give us that opening range high test. Come on. SOXL starting to push. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, S&P. You can do it if you really want. You can do it if you really want. SPY, stop teasing me with these profits, man. We were up about 60% there briefly. Briefly. Starting to push up a little bit more. Micron still defending that gap fill bounce spot. What are you doing, SPY? What are you doing? Crude oil still softening up a touch, guys, but SPY's still struggling here. Does not want to push up. SOXX is still holding green or holding steady, trying to recapture and retest that high volume zone. XLE still strong. That's the only troublesome thing is SPY never officially swept that liquidity pivot down there. That's the troublesome aspect that I don't really like, but came very, very close to that sweep. That's why I'm just maintaining a break-even stop on SPY calls. Oh shit. Where are we at here? Yeah, we could easily flush down to this 382, 766.93 area if we don't hold this 50% fib retrace zone. Nice push, guys. Nice push. There goes our calls, exploding to the top side. Beautiful. Up over 50%, guys, and pushing. Come on, baby. Push it. SPY, give me a pop. Give me a pop. Come on, you can do it. A little bit more, SPY. A little bit more. Go for that liquidity sweep. And I wouldn't mind seeing a failed breakout. I feel like SPY should test this high a day, stop shorts out, get people bulled up, and then they can take us lower. All right, I'm going to raise stop on my SPY call position to in the money. So I'm going to net a gain regardless of the outcome. Raise it to 0.49, so I'm gonna make $6 a contract regardless. Fuck off, man. These guys are too crazy. Can't, it's regardless of what happens with SPY. If it stops me out, we'll make money. So the trade is risk-free for me on the calls. Come on. I'm still looking for a first trim if we sweep this high of day. Come on, give it to me, SPY. Give it to me. What? Come on, SPY. You can do it. Crude oil, still trying to hold 85 area. Come on, nice, nice push, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, we can do a little bit more. Come on, SPY. You can do it. You can do it. Keep trailing your stop, guys, on SPY. All right, I'm raising my SPY stop to 0.55. Come on, SPY. SOXX is struggling again. Still sitting up about 70, 60, 70% here. Come on, SPY. I want 100%. Give me 100%. Come on. Opening range candle sweep. You can do it. You can do it. Crude oil once again seeing more sell side pressure. You guys are typing so fast I can't even keep up. SPY, you're so close. Stop teasing me, man. Semis are starting to see more downward pressure. Apple's just ripping, testing 311 here on Apple Dapple. Sheesh. Sheesh, 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 sheesh. Semis are struggling once more. Ah, SPY, what are you doing? Don't do it. Don't do it. Almost close to stopping me out, guys. A couple pennies on these SPY calls. Still remain long SOXL. Those are just shares, so those are pretty easy breezy. Nice. Come on, SPY. Push it up again. Push it up. Give me a blast through that OR high. Come on. You can do it. Apple's just ripping, guys. Microsoft trying to come up the back door. Meta still drilling. AMD, Intel, Micron still struggling. Semis are still trying to get through over that 10-minute moving average. SPY, you can do it. Still just sitting in these SPY calls and SOXL shares, guys. Both trades are in green. SPY calls have a stop in the money at 55 cents. So I'm going to be locking in 12 bucks a con, regardless of the outcome. I'm hoping we can push up a little bit higher on SPY and get that opening range high liquidity sweep. I still think that's feasible. And let me be clear, guys. I think that if SPY does this opening range candle sweep, there's still a chance that we can go all the way down to the lows and sweep this liquidity here. I still think that there's a strong chance SPY can head down to 766.93 today. So just keep that in mind. Still just sitting in these SPY calls. Contracts are trading at 65 cents. We are up about just over $20 a contract here, guys. Come on, SPY. We've been patient with you. We have been patient. Give me a nice pop. Come on, test. Grab that liquidity. Grab it. Grab it, grab it. These semis are just so fucking weak, man. Gold's still struggling. Silver still struggling. Come on, man. Fucking get us. This price action's doo-doo. All right, guys. I am going to take a 766 SPY put. So I'm going to be managing basically a little bit of a spread trade here. We're up nicely on the call side, still favoring a little push higher, but I am going to take a 767 SPY. Let me just see what those are priced at. Just give me a sec here. 767 SPY put, guys, not bad. I'm going to jump into it here at 43 cents. 767 SPY put. So I'm going to be managing a little bit of a spread trade. We are up and stops are in place on the call side. Still hoping that we can get a pop through that OR high. So I'm going to look to jump into some 767 SPY puts once we pierce this high here. Come on, SPY. We're almost there, guys. We're almost into profit take zone. Come on. Still primarily long, looking for a little bit more of a dead cat bounce, but just keep in mind we can go lower today. Still squeezing. Come on, SPY, hang in there. Push up. Come on, SPY. You can do it if you really want. Crude oil dropping, guys. All right, SPY's gonna rip, guys. Come on. SPY should rip. Crude is breaking that 85 handle. New low of day on WTI. Come on, SPY. You can do it. It's fucking SOXX. Look at SOXX L. Nasty. Dragging everything down. All right, guys, I might get stopped out here very close on these SPY calls. It's going to be stopped out in profit. If it goes any little lower, oh, still in the tape. Still riding this position. They have not stopped me out yet, but coming in close. All right, guys, I did get stopped out on my SPY calls, $12 per gain. That's a win. SPY stopped me out in profit. Still long SOXL, but SPY did stop me out there in profit. No, I should have taken that spread trade. I was looking at those SPY 767 puts and they were looking juicy. They're now flying to the top side. Micron looking for a new low a day. Apple still just absolutely beasting. You got Nvidia struggling once more. You got Intel seeing some additional sell side pressure. You got AMD curling down. The only semi that's trying to hold here is AVGO. SMCI looking for a new low of day. DRAM ETF, new low of day. So your Western digitals, those are probably going down. SNDKs, yep, coming down sharply. Crude oil still trying to get a bit of reversal. That's a filthy decline on SOXX once more. SPY getting clobbered. Nice sell pressure in gold. GLD. Nice. Markets are flailing around, struggling immensely. So starting to lose a bit of momentum once more. SPY's probably going to take out the lows. Oh, struggling. Micron, Nvidia, all getting hammered. You're seeing software still holding steady. CRM having a nice day. GoDaddy, ServiceNow, all still printing to the top sides. Certain consumer staple stocks are holding steady. Palantir, Oracle struggling. AppLovin struggling. Walmart's having a nice session today. SOXX L new lows. You can see that there is a call flow position building for tomorrow into the 135 SOXL calls. I've been watching this volume grow into the course of the day, but you still obviously have for tomorrow that big 120 put area. So we're starting to get those 120 SOXL puts. They're starting to monetize at these levels. It's 125s and 120s. So I feel like we're gonna start to see it get defended here briefly. Let's look at the rest of the heat map here on SOXL. Just look at it for the rest of the week. Yeah, so the 120 area is a big area for tomorrow and the 21st end of the week. Heavy put flow. 125 is also overwhelmingly heavy put flow. 130 calls starting to come in a little bit. SOXX is still melting here. She melting. SPY's still trying to get a little bit of a dip buy. Let's look at SPY again. Yeah, those 768s are huge. 70,000 in open interest at the 768, 277,000 at the 768. Still a massive put wall today at the 768 area. So if you lose 768 today on SPY, guys, I mean, that's going to be troublesome. That will be troublesome. And then the call wall's 770 for today. So those are the two big areas to watch. 768 put wall, 770 call wall for SPY. SOXL still struggling. IGV trying to bounce off its prior day low again. SPY starting to get a little bit of a buy side program. Nice push up on SPY. Again, a breach of 768 to the downside, we should melt pretty hard. If you break 770 call wall, then you're going to squeeze. So right now, we're still choppy and sloppy, still inside that opening candle. SPY looks like it wants to bounce and try to defend this area. But let me actually look at the Qs here. Yeah, QQQ losing that first fib retrace area. That's not a good sign. IWM, SPX. Still seeing some accumulation under the hood, but it's not really hitting the semiconductors just yet. Still seeing healthcare doing really well, staples doing really well, certain software names doing really well. Lots of liquidity coming out of the market once more from semis. That does provide an opportunity for other asset classes to get a decent bounce. Just to put things into perspective, If we look at the sector performance on the day today, you've got majority of the market green, guys. XLB slightly down, but really flat on the session. You got XLC communications are up 0.32%. Financial is doing well today. XLF is up 0.52%. XLE up 0.94. Industrials are lagging. They're down 0.9. And then your big lagger on the session is XLK, guys. XLK is down a whopping 2.71% today and dropping like a knife here. Pretty nasty weekly candle forming on XLK. You got XLP still doing really well. That's up 1.69%. Real estate is up 0.45. Utilities are up 0.62. Healthcare is up 1.6. That's your strongest sector with your staples. And consumer discretionary up 0.6. So lots of strength in RSP today due to other markets. Look at RSP. RSP is actually green while SPY is negative. So that just shows you the tail of the tape. Wow, SOXX are drilling here. Down about 2.5% on my shares, but that's not too much, guys. Crude oil getting another pop here. Uh-oh, that's troublesome. Crude is getting rude. Nvidia looking for new lows. SpaceX still coming in. CoreWeave down 8.75 and drilling. Yeah, semiconductors are tanking. It's a nice pullback in semis for sure. It's a really good pullback. Monster MNST having a solid session today. Quantum struggling. Certain China names are lagging. Corning down 7. Nasty. Carvana down 6.7. Coherent down 8. You know, I was actually looking at Coherent yesterday. I was like, maybe I should go maybe I should buy that. Good thing I didn't buy Coherent because that fucking thing just decimated everyone. Strong day yesterday on news and then bang, slap it down. All right, SPY trying to lose structure again. Look at this XLK ETF. Throwing some moving averages. Yeah, so we've lost like all critical support here. We are losing all support. Throw up a fib retrace. This is nasty. Take the dog out. He's yapping at me. BRB. What we got going on here? SPY right now is trying to defend this low pivot liquidity area that we said we would likely sweep. Nice bounce on the 15-minute SPY time frame. Semis are still struggling pretty immensely here, but Nvidia is trying to defend 219. Nice bounce across the tape. Nice reversal on SPY 15-minute, defending pre-market low. Very, very good sign for the time being. So got a lot of weakness across your mags, except for Apple and Microsoft. They are trying to push hard, hard, hard. I feel like Trump's gonna come out with a fajita or taco. Smelling something. Something smells fishy. should have picked up CRM. CRM, ServiceNow, MNDY having a really nice session. Fuck, that healthcare ETF just keeps on trending as well. Crazy. Semis are still finding it very, very difficult to hold any sort of a bounce. Let's look at Home Depot here. XLK almost down 3% there. Home Depot still making a nice push today off of its earnings. That's what's helping the consumer discretionary basket. XLK still rolling heavy. I'm looking at taking another lotto on SPY, guys. SPY 770 calls. I'm looking at taking again off of this area. But holy, these semis are just draining hard, man. Hard and fast. Nuclear stocks are now getting drained. SOXX is still melting here. Man, they are taking stocks down hard today. Didn't expect to go down this much today. Oh, nasty breakout. Sheesh. All right, guys, I'm jumping into SPY 770 calls. High risk. SPY 770 calls 0 DTE. Gotta keep a tight stop loss on that trade, guys. 6-cent risk, 20-cent stop loss. 20-cent stop loss. So I'm only risking about 6 cents on the trade, guys. Come on, push up. Come on, SPY, push up. You can do it. You can do it. Guys, I'm trimming half of my gold puts, half of my GLD puts that we swung yesterday. $3.60, trim. Guys, I trimmed half of my GLD puts for 44% gain, half of my 395 puts. Fucking market's dry here. This is some crappy price action. SPY might stop me out here for a small 6-cent loss. If it starts to go any lower, it's gonna look to probably capitulate. The 777 is a big area, but man, if we lose this liquidity down here, could have a $2 to $3 flush. Semis are still trying to stabilize a bit. Still trying to perk up a little bit. SPY stopped me out. Small loss there on SPY. 6 cent loss. Abiding by the stop. Stopped out for a loss. Guys, I did get hit. My stop loss was tagged on SPY calls, so they're gonna probably melt this one a little bit lower. And they may look to sell software and then bounce semis here. Semis are slightly more oversold intraday, but nastiness. Losing pre-market low, never a good sign. Opening range low and pre-market low and a major pivot zone. So come on, SOXL. Get your big ass off the ground. Come on. But they're still trying to stabilize slightly here. Look at gold, guys. Gold absolutely is melting here as well. Coming into that major EMA 113 on the daily chart, but looking nasty and heavy. I don't mind that at all because we did swing our GLD puts yesterday. There is a bit of support here. This is your critical area. Losing this pivot low would not be a good sign. Currently speaking, guys, gold is seeing once again rejection off that high 2025 pivot zone. So it's a big spot. Really, really big spot. But nice job on the short side if you caught that with us yesterday. That was epic. Small bounce in your semis. Still really no buy side pressure hitting SPY. It's lagging quite a bit here. Nice bounce on SOXX, guys. Really nice bounce starting to build into it. Come on. I still remain long shares. Down slightly on the position, but not too worried about it. I'm probably going to take a an early lunch break here, 11:30. We're kind of settling into that European London close. Right now, the market is still in a sell the pop mode. We do have crude oil once again back to the green side and trying to push over the 86 handle. SOXX is getting a nice technical bounce here. We'll see if it's going to hold this bounce or if it's another fade the pop. We will certainly see. Nice bounce on SPY. Man, they snaked me on those SPY calls. Literally. Snaked me. Nice bounce in the tape. I am